Hello, me again. Right, okay. Let's go to create a Zoom account. It's very simple, very straightforward, and technically you only need to create an account with Zoom if you are going to be hosting a Zoom meeting. Normally you don't need to, but either way you do need to install the Zoom software onto your system. So in the first part of this little tutorial, I'll show you how to go about setting up an account. Very, very simple, very straightforward. And then we'll move on to installing the software. And then we will go on to initiating a Zoom meeting. And then we will do responding to a Zoom meeting invitation. So hopefully we'll build a collection of little videos here that will give people a very good grounding on how to make the best of this Zoom software, which is actually pretty good, I have to say. Okay, so I'm going to switch over to the other screen, which is that one. And you can see I've just got a normal browser window open here. I'm using Chrome. As far as I know, it works perfectly well with Firefox and Opera and various other things. So I'm using Chrome, but you don't have to use Chrome, obviously. So I'm going to go to the Zoom web page, which is zoom.us. Oops, that's taking me to the downloads, which I didn't want to do. So we'll just go to zoom.us. So, and this is the Zoom landing page. Might look slightly different depending on what graphic they decide to put up when you visit. And to sign up for an account, if that's what you want to do, then there's a nice big orange button up in the top right hand corner of the window. So click there. And this is where it asks you for your email address. So that could be any of the email addresses that you've used. I'm not going to put mine in because I've already got an account. You can then just click the sign up button and it will ask you for the usual things like choosing a password that you want to use for your account. It might also ask you for a date of birth, which is just to check that you are over 18, or at least you're declaring that you're over 18, all the usual stuff. Now, if you can't be bothered to go through this malarkey of putting your email address in and creating a password and whatever, there are options down here. If you already have a Google account, or if you already have a Facebook account, then you can connect via one of these. So effectively, the Google option there is asking you to use your Google sign-in as an authentication service, if you like. So if you don't want to mess around putting a new email in and a new password to remember, you can just click on there if you've already got a Google account, or click on there if you've already got a Facebook account. And then you'll be expected to log in through your normal Google or Facebook login systems, and then that authenticates you and then creates your Zoom account. So it really is very, very simple. So the next stage is to install the Zoom software onto your system. And that again is also very simple. So in this case, you need to go to the address zoom.us/downloads. And as you can see, I've already been to the downloads page, or download, I should say, download page. So if I click there, and that will bring you to the download page. The Zoom client is the first thing that you'll need. So if you're using Windows or Mac, it will almost certainly give you the right software here. Let's just have a very quick look before we go into there. Scroll down this page, I'll just show you what else is available here. There's a Zoom plugin for users of Microsoft Outlook. I can't imagine why anybody would use Microsoft Outlook, but if you do, there is a plugin for it available there. There's a Zoom plugin for IBM Notes, same as the above. Zoom extensions, which can be built directly into a Chrome web browser or a Firefox browser. Some people might prefer to work like that. I'm not bothering with that at this time. I have no idea what Intel Unite is, but there's a plugin available for it. If you wanting to use a mobile device like a phone or a tablet, then there's an app available if you're using an Apple system, or there's an app available if you're using the Google system. So there's links there to take you to both of those. And a Zoom client, a plugin for sharing iPhone, iPad. So I'm not 100% sure what that means, but if anybody does know, let me know. And then we're now moving into the realm of the more corporate use. So for people that would be having board meetings in dedicated rooms that have got an audio-visual system set up in them, or teleconferencing, or whatever, anyway, then by all means continue to have a nosy down here and see what's available. Controllers for Zoom rooms, and yes, all sorts of wonderful stuff. It's definitely aimed at the commercial market rather than the domestic or consumer end. So back to the top. So to install the actual client on my computer, I'm going to click on the download button there. And as you can see, the Zoom installer is being downloaded. It only takes a few seconds. It's a very small file. And it's installed down here. I can either run the installer from here, or of course I can go to my home folder and click on downloads, which is there, and I will see the installer there. So I could double click it from there. It will have exactly the same effect. So I'm going to run it from there. Windows, of course, wants to check that everything's hunky-dory, so I can say, yes, that's fine. And the installer launches. It'll take a few seconds. And basically that's it. It's done. So there we are. That is the Zoom software running. And it's very straightforward. So I'm going to end this video here, and then I'm going to start a new video showing how to use this to create a meeting or to join a meeting. So au revoir for now.